Hey everyone, this is Amazing SKM doing a revisit of the Nexus 7. Now, after all these months, when I first talked about the Nexus 7, I was absolutely in love with it. So I figured I'd make another video in reference to how I feel about it now, months later after it has come out. Prices have been reduced and uploads or updates have come out. Now, it's currently on 4.2.1, which is pretty much the update to the 4.2 update that came out that caused some people's Nexus to have issues with lagginess as well as Bluetooth errors when you're trying to connect to Bluetooth devices. It was short-lived. The update 4.2 update maybe was around solo for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, but Google quickly came out to a fix for some people's problems that they were having. I personally haven't had any issues with the update, either 4.2 or 4.2.1. So this is my Nexus 7, and I have to say that I love it as much as I did the first day that I got it. Now, prices have been reduced. This 16 gigabyte is now $199. Took the place of the 8 gigabyte version, which is no longer available. It's been discontinued. It was a smaller amount of memory storage that kind of took some real willing and dealing to get your software and the things, the applications and these, media that you wanted on here. The $250 price point that I paid initially for this is now for the 32 gigabyte version of the Nexus 7. And there is now a data version with HSPA Plus that you can get via, well, you don't have to buy it through AT&T. You still buy it through Google, but you can go to AT&T or T-Mobile to get your mobile data for that device. It is only a 3G, but somewhere around at least with T-Mobile, you can, depending on where you are, get up to 42 megabits per second down. That is probably 3 times faster than my home network. So those speeds will vary. I would think that you would probably get anywhere from about 5 up to about 15 of that on average. But let's talk about my device and as it's showing its age or issues with the update. So as I swipe from home screens to home screens, you can see that I'm not really having any trouble other than not moving my finger far enough for it to swipe. We'll go to the app drawer and we'll see a similar thing. I'm not swiping my finger long enough, but you can see that the transition from page to page is smooth as well. Well, let's take a look at the browsing experience on here in Chrome. A lot of people say that you should use Dolphin and one of the other browsers. I like Chrome because it actually syncs to my home laptop, and so the tabs that might be open, the websites that I have open, are actually synced, so I can actually see them here on this computer. Is showing me right now what is actually on my home computer. That's why I like it. But web pages are still pretty quick. This is YouTube and has all these pictures and everything like that, and you can see that it's still pretty snappy in my opinion. I don't know what everyone else is having issues with. My experience with web pages and scrolling and things of that nature has been just fine. Let's take a look, or try to take a look at video playback. We'll do something similar to what I did in my first review of the Nexus 7 and do a little multitasking. So you can see a video is playing here, and then we'll try to open a browser. Smooth that up. And we have a browsing situation, bringing up YouTube as well. It's not quite finished loading, but we'll mess around with it. Of course, this is a floating browser and everything like that. I wouldn't expect it to be as robust as the Chrome browser, but it's still a very decent experience, and especially when multitasking. You can see now that it's loaded. It's pretty snappy. Again, an enjoyable experience.
No. What else? I can't.
So some of my applications, I had people ask me, are there applications that I suggest people get? It depends. It depends on really what you're going to do with your device. So let's look at some of the ones that I personally like. Now, I have an account with Box.net for a 50 gigabyte storage, so cloud storage. So I have 50 gigabytes here, and as you can see, I have some of my folders here with photos, receipts that I've had, a lot of information. So Box.net is very good. I can create a new folder if I desire to. I can upload to the cloud. It's a really good application. Other applications like it is Dropbox. Dropbox is another good cloud service. I actually got 50 gigabytes because of another device that I purchased. So that's free. I think it's for lifetime. So, but Dropbox, even Google Drive can go ahead and give you extra space. SkyDrive can do the same thing if you're interested in that. So that's cloud storage right there. Another application that if you're interested in printing, now I actually have it and I can print from this device if I have a document or something like that that I need to print to or something like that. I can actually print, as you can see, files that I may have, pictures, drawings, some the SMS if I had SMS on here, my contacts. I can actually scan documents and things like that. And so that's an application that if you need to print heavily, most of the time I send my files via email or something like that. So printing, I haven't printed long before I ever had a Nexus 7, even with my laptop and everything like that. I don't really print. I just send the file to other people. But for those of you who do need to print, Cloud Print is a very good application. I believe it is free. Of course, we have Dead Trigger. You guys have seen that game. It's one of the games that I have a lot of fun on. And I actually showed that in the video on the HP touchpad. Still working, looking great. If you happen to be into websites that you want to show screenshots and everything like that, and upload pictures to Instagram perhaps and stuff like that of your Nexus 7 and your home screen, device frame generator, which is nice. And even if you have other phones like the Galaxy Nexus, here's the Nexus 7, we got the Nexus S, the Samsung Galaxy Note. They haven't put the Note 2 yet, but it does have the Samsung Galaxy S3, the Galaxy Tab 2.2 7-inch, I believe is the Motorola Zoom here, and the HTC One X. So if I wanted to, for instance, to have a picture of the Nexus, I would click on that. I would add a picture and go to my gallery, and then we go to my screenshots here, and we'll put that there. It does its little thing. It's thinking right up there. So, and once it does its little thing, it asks where you want to do. You can print it if you wanted to, but we'll take a look at it back in the gallery, and you can see here that it actually pops up with my screenshot inside the image of a Nexus 7. So that's a good application. That's device frame generator. One of my other favorite applications, as you know, was floating browser, and that's when the browser actually popped up here at the bottom showing YouTube. So that's floating browser. The Gmail, the Google applications are all really good. I really enjoy that. Groove IP is actually a very good application. You can actually make phone calls, and this has actually saved me a little bit because recently I lost my cell phone somewhere in the house. It ended up under the sofa between a little crevice and everything like that, and I hadn't charged it in like 2 or 3 days, so I couldn't get a ringer. And so Groove IP allows me to make phone calls, and it actually has all my contacts and everything like that. So if I actually wanted to call, let's say GameStop in Kingstown.
Kevin speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, do you have Call of Duty for the Wii U in stock?
Black Ops 2?
Yeah, for the Wii U.
Let me check. Black Ops. We have it.
All right, thank you. How late are you open?
9 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem.
Bye. So you can actually use it as a phone, as long as you're on data, as long as you're on Wi-Fi and everything, you can use it as a phone. So Groove IP, very, very cool application right there. Another cool application, one of those floating things, is if you happen to be in a browser, say for instance here, and you wanted to take some kind of note, you can actually take the note. And we'll try dictation here. Thank everyone for subscribing to my channel! Exclamation mark. So you see, thank everyone for subscribing to my channel with an exclamation mark. So that is hover note, excuse me, hover note, and we can actually save a little note right there. And if we wanted to do other things, work in a tab, and everything, go back to the home screen, that little note will stay right there, and if I tap on it, it'll come right back. Or we can send it to our notifications, and if I wanted to actually bring that back, we can do it like that. I like the little dot or little square that I can put right there. So that is hover note, and that could stay there as long as you want to, pretty much out of the way until you're ready to use it. Let's see, the typical one is Facebook, a very nice application. You can see it right here, is Eye in the Sky. See this icon right here, Eye in the Sky, which is actually a weather application, and you can actually tap on it and it'll bring up the weather application. I got it for the widget because I thought the widget looks very nice, but it's a very nice clean interface right here that I absolutely enjoy. And let's try to wrap it up with one of my last favorite applications, and that would probably be, I don't want to waste this opportunity right here, Taskarou Launcher. And you can't really see it if I tap on it, it's just bringing up the settings pretty much. But what it is actually allows me to get to different functions. So I would slide out simply from the side here, and you can see I can go to search, or I can go to Google Play Store. I can actually go to my recent apps, or go to my app drawer right here, or go down and to my home screen if I wasn't on my home screen. And down here I can go to settings. So if I wanted to, I can go to my settings on the tablet. So that is some of the applications that I find useful. There are a lot more. And if you guys want me to continue this series of showing you guys some of the applications that I like on my Nexus 7, please let me know, and I will start making these videos and showing you applications that I personally use and enjoy on my Nexus 7. Again, as you can see, I haven't run into many problems with the Nexus 7. No real lag to speak of. The 4.2.1 update probably got rid of a lot of that. Google Now is still quick as ever. Google, show me pictures of cantaloupe. And those are the picture of cantaloupe. And they've also added some functions that weren't there before when the tablet first came out. For instance, we can open Earth. And so this does take a little bit of time. because you can either press this to open it or you can let it open it. It's giving you a chance to stop it if you don't really want to go into that application. But you can see that it's added functionality of being able to open your applications like your calendar, Google Earth, Google Plus. A lot of the applications that we use with Google and their services and everything are now able to control. You can do other things like translate. Well, you can do that before, but you can actually now, say for instance, a song was playing, you can actually go to Google now and says, what song is this or what song is playing, and then it'll answer for you. As well as pull information from United Airlines. If you had a flight somewhere this holiday season, it'll go ahead and pull that from your emails, your actual Gmails, and keep you updated on flight information. So that is about it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and put them down in the comment section. And of course, I will address them as soon as I possibly can. I still love my Nexus 7. It's still one of the best devices, pound for pound, well, I should say ounce for ounce, that you can buy out there. And that is included against a lot of platforms out there. I didn't go wrong with the Nexus 7. A lot of people can't go wrong with it. It is that good. Until next time, you all take care.